Hi, I'm Amy Wolf with VUCast. Any decent Monday morning quarterback knows in a fourth down situation, unlike this infamous one between the Patriots and the Colts, a team will most likely punt or try for a field goal instead of taking the risk of going for a touchdown. But new Vanderbilt research shows there are times when a team feels it's worth taking a risk. Vanderbilt Owen Graduate School of Management professor Ranga Ramanujam and a group of researchers analyzed almost 24,000 NFL fourth down decisions. They found timing is key when teams are willing to make a seemingly risky decision.
So now, because I know I have less time and I'm aware of it, I'm sensitive to it, that forces me to consider options I wouldn't consider previously. So that's really the idea.
Ranga says risky behavior in business through creative accounting or positively through innovation may be more likely to happen closer to the end of the fiscal quarter if a company hasn't reached its goals. You can read more about this study on news.vanderbilt.edu. The university is still buzzing over the announcement of Vanderbilt's new football coach, James Franklin. You can learn all about Franklin and how Vanderbilt leaders went about the coach search in January's Vanderbilt View at vanderbilt.edu/VanderbiltView. Follow the latest on Coach Franklin at VUCommodores.com.
Anti-war demonstrators protest U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War in mass marches, rallies, and demonstrations. Central Park is the starting point for the parade to the UN building.
The 1960s were an era of turbulent change, and though so many of the key players and events of that time are still fresh in our minds, the Vanderbilt Central Library has created a great series of exhibits to remind people of all ages the significance of the 60s. Francine Lewis takes us to the 60s at 50.
From a cool car that mirrors the space age to reminders of civil rights leaders' work to get past the painful legacy of slavery, the 60s were about change and the promise of the future.
It's exciting to cover the space race, the civil rights issues, television as it changed our society and how we viewed each other. So much change occurred, and that's what we're trying to capture here in this exhibit.
They two touchstones, yet they are almost inseparable. Inseparable, if not indistinguishable. And liberty and learning will be and must be the touchstones of Vanderbilt University and of any free university in this country or the world.
Many of the leaders of the day came to Vanderbilt through the university's landmark Impact Symposium, a lecture series that continues today. Much of the video came from students who, even without YouTube, wanted to capture the changing world around them.
And the great thing about these is it allows you to see material up close that you might not be able to see as well before.
While the library has captured a lot of historical events from the 60s, like speeches from Martin Luther King and Robert F. Kennedy right here on campus, they've also managed to capture a little bit of the fun, like this vintage BMW bubble car that opens from the front. Library staff spent 3 months and moved 125,000 books to create the exhibit designed to share some of the treasures in Vanderbilt Library's special collections with the campus and Nashville communities. The exhibit will be at the library through May 15th. So in the spirit of the 60s, Vanderbilt Library staff invites you to come on over and hang loose because the exhibit doesn't cost any bread, meaning it's free, and they hope you'll find it far out. For VUCast, I'm Francine Lewis.
The exhibit runs through May 15th and is free and open to the public. Learn more at library.vanderbilt.edu. For VUCast, I'm Amy Wolf.